every day in Israel, if you go to the newspapers, every day, you'll find someone declaring something about peace. Last Friday, Netanyahu said we will definitely have peace in the end of 2011. Normally, peace now, or peace tomorrow, or peace yesterday, peace. Only that not everybody is really joyful about it. And our comedy tries with humor and grace to tackle this specific point. And I want to ask our screenwriter, Marianne Oz.
Hello, thank you for coming. My name is Marianne Oz. I'm the screenwriter of Scapegoat. And Scapegoat is a satirical comedy that begins in no man's land. That's a UN base between Israel and Lebanon. And our main character is an Austrian UN officer by the name Werner Baumschläger. And Werner has been very successful for some time now to juggling between his Israeli lover, who's also an Israeli soldier, his Lebanese lover, who's a Lebanese soldier, and his Austrian wife back home. So life was very good for Werner for a while. Unfortunately, peace is about to arrive, and Werner never guessed such a situation can actually happen. He never expected a tragedy like this. But Werner is not the only the only victim of peace in our story. And let me just tell you a little bit of some more victims we have. Of course, what about the Israeli drug dealer that needs those UN officers to deliver drugs for him across the border from Lebanon? And what about the poor Israeli and Lebanese soldiers that might never see another day in the army now with all the peace cutbacks? And of course, what about the poor appraisers that might never get to see another bombed house again? Yep, peace is a bitch. And peace is exactly what kickstarts Werner's downfall. And just like domino, one thing will bring down the other in Werner's life, and pretty soon he will have to deal with various problems such as being blackmailed by Israeli mafia, being followed by UN investigators, being accused of espionage, and of course dealing with 3 demanding women. That's a job for itself. So if all that's not enough for you guys, Werner will single-handedly cause a conflict that might even bring to a total war in the Middle East. Yeah, that's right, war. So we might have a happy ending after all. Thank you all very much for listening. Thank God I didn't faint. And now, Ava.
We are going to direct the film with the Austrian director of the name of Harald Sicheritz. I always pronounce it not very well. And we have already $1 million in place. We are looking for another $1.5 million. Do you have any questions?
Only in Israel, now we have some Austrian guests.
Yes.
We need Austrian questions.
No, I was just asking why you particularly chose an Austrian director for that. I mean, it's a comedy, fine, but still I think you have to know a lot about the region and the people and everything. So it's not just funny, you have to know a lot of the place where you shoot. Why the Austrian director?
Harald, the director, was a very big part of the writing as we went along, and he gave his own input, and the writing been going on for the past 2 years, and it's something that we collaborated with him, so it's not all from my Austrian imagination.
I want to add something. The idea is really we are it's like a cosmopolitan place in the UN base, which is in between the 2 parties, the Lebanese and the Israeli. And the fact that we have an Austrian director give us an extra dimension of how things are looked from another place. When we are here, we are stuck with everything. And we, by the way, choose a beautiful, beautiful place. I don't know if you have been ever to Rosh Hanikra, just the place where the mountain goes to the seas and separates Lebanon from one part and Israel from the other one. The scenery is very beautiful. We have the dimension of the Austrian UN officer that the mind of the director goes in.
Okay, thank you very much.
One personal thing I want really to thank is Pitch Point. This is our fourth project. It's the fourth year. In the previous 3 years, we pitched 3 different projects that were done. We made the Matter of Size that we pitched 3 years ago, and was screened actually here in the festival, opening the festival last year. And we have this year Mabul, and we are just now about to shoot next month Igor and the Train. It's the third project, and we hopefully will have the fourth this year.
Okay.